Hello friends and welcome to our channel. Today we will know about how to import your records in Odoo database system with CSV file. The primary aim of this module is to facilitate the creation or importation of the records into Odoo system using CSV files. This can be accomplished in two ways. First is by manually importing the CSV files and second is by utilizing SFTP process. In this video we will know about how to manually import the CSV files. So let's go ahead. Once you have installed the module from the Odoo Play Store, you will have to configure the models in which you want to import your records. So, as I have downloaded my application from the Odoo App Store, you will open the application. Once you open the application, the first step is to create a model where you want to import your records. So, for example, I want to import my records into sales order. I will open the sales order and here I will map my fields of Odoo with the CSV columns of my own imported data. So the first thing is to select the model in which you want to import the records. So I want to import my records into sales order. I have created the sales order from here. Second thing is main table. So we will understand what is meant by the main table under this. So if your import the data that you want to import are having the sub data, example sales order. So sales order will not only have one or two data, it will have multiple data. For example, if you open any of the sales order, it will have a sales order with customers and everything, and beneath that there will be a lot of other information which are order lines, descriptions, quantity, unit prices, and etc. So the sales order is known as the main table, and under which there are a few subtables which are called as the subtable lines, which are products, descriptions, quantity, unit prices. So here we will see that how the same will be imported. If once here we have selected the sales order, we will checklist the main table, which means that the sales order is considered as the main table, and beneath that there are the other order lines to be imported. So here you can see the other order lines which are to be imported, and where thus there are the sales order line into the subtable. When you configure the same, you will see that I want to import three things, that is product, quantity, and unit price from the given record. So these three things will be imported. Okay, so now let's understand what is the meaning of this thing, which is called search order record from this value. This value or this column is existed just because we don't want to create any ruckus with the duplication of the data. If the data is duplicated, there will be many consequences going in the future. So let's say if you have mentioned over here as E, which means that from the column E, all the data will be considered and checked by the system, that if there are any duplication of the data, it will be avoided. So suppose this is my CSV file, and I see that there are two things which are duplicated currently. This is a description of the same, and I have mentioned that E over here. So from E, that is from E column, any data that is present in the E column, if it is duplicated, the Odoo will take only the one which is the current one or which is the updated one. So let's see how it goes. So suppose this is the file that we will import. So let's go to import records, upload file, import the sales order, select sales order as I want to dynamically import the sales order, and submit. And once you submit this and refresh it, you will see the record is already created, and in the record you will see that the best yoga pants product, which was mentioned over here as twice, is imported only once, and that is also the updated one. This one is imported. That is what you can see over here, that this is imported over here. This means that this feature is very much helpful when you want to avoid duplication of the data, and also it is really helpful that there is no manual labor involved in the same. Similarly, if you see that, let us understand one more thing. Similarly, if you see that if you want to import any products, so let us go to import products, and if you want that a product to be the main table, as we see that the product is always the main table, and subtable are the product attribute lines. So here we see that main table is the product and color and sizes or say the attributes or values are known as the subtable of one product. So that is how you will configure if you have the data accordingly. So this is how we will manually import the records into the system. We also have the option to see the log details over here. If you open the logs, you will see that whatever the consequences you have faced for importing any of the field, or say any of the data, or the record is skipped, or any of such things that happen, if there is anything faulty, the logs will be created over here, and if there is the data is succeeded, the logs will not be created. So currently we have something where the logs are only created if the things are faulty. So this is very simple thing where you will have to map your own say CSV files over here, and then you will have to import the record simply from over here. Also, there is one more thing that I forgot to tell you, that when there are two things, the many to one and one to many. So if you want a customer to be imported in the customer field, you will also have option that if the customer name is not available, the Odoo will consider that email of the customer as the first thing. So suppose if this is the data, there is no customer name available, but there is an email of the customer, so Odoo will consider the customer name, and then along with that email will be mentioned. So this is all from my side. Stay tuned for the next video. In next video we will know how SFTP import will be done. Thank you.